Hey there, Ryan Borg. How you doing, bud? Hey. He's like, who you talking to? Talking to me? Talking to me? You talking to me? You some kissies? Your breath stinks. Going on wholesome content. Just petting the dog. Nothing to see here, just petting the dog. Nothing to see here. That's a sweet 20-second thumbnail. I mean, here's more of it. Oh! Is this a new game that's Doom plus Mario Maker? I don't know. Might be. It looks pretty cool. I thought it looked pretty neat. So I decided I wanted to. I mean, literally Doom Maker. Actually, it looks pretty neat. It looks pretty neat. Do you know the meme? It looks pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna pull it up. I feel like it's something really obscure that my friends and I quote. So actually, before we get started, I guess we're gonna watch this.
For me, nature is one of the neatest things on this planet. That's why Rodney and I started Nature Walk, because we want everyone to know how neat nature is, instead of just me and Rodney knowing it. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Without a doubt, coming out into nature is one of the neatest things there is to do. But you also have to be careful. That's why I always try to pack a gun. It's just a little bit, pack some heat.
I don't know if this is allowed on YouTube. That's a BB gun with a red tip,
but I do want to warn it and say, hey, I think you're pretty neat, but I respect your distance. There's bears out here, there's mountain cougars, and biting goats.
Biting goats.
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
Pack some neat.
Oh, wow, score. Look at this. This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is. Wow.
You can tell it's an aspen by the way that it is. So good.
Wow. What a beaut.
I'm starting every stream with this from now on.
You know, it'd be a great capper to a great day. It'd be seeing a wild animal. I always get real excited at the opportunity to maybe see an antelope or a fox, you know, or some sort of mountain beast. So what I do sometimes is I'll try to, you know, shake things up a little bit, get the earth moving.
Yeah, get the mountain beast out.
Here we go. Up, up, up.
Here we go, mountain beast.
Hip. Hip, hip, hip.
90% of hiking YouTube content.
Come on, girl.
And this was more than 10 years ago, I think.
Nothing.
It's gotta be.
Gee dang it. I don't see any coming out right now, but I'm not giving up yet.
Oh, this reminds me of my friends. This just makes me feel like I'm hanging out with my friends.
Not too often do you get all this neatness in one location. That's
all
called
this neatness.
nature.
It actually looks like one of our buddies, which is really funny. Like it really, really looks like my buddy Drew. It's so funny. It's pretty neat. You know, it's aspen by the way that it is. And, what a beaut. But he perfectly channels that, like, talk like a 6-year-old energy, where it's like, when you look at little kids and you're like, those kids are drunk. Like, I think it feels like he channels that without actually drinking. Like, it just, their speech is just so excited, can't find the words, so I'm just like, there's these things I want to talk about and say to you, but how do I even get them out of my head? 13 years ago. 13 years ago. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Anyway, I was in the shower this morning. That's how this starts off. In the shower this morning. And I like to watch things in the shower. Pull up some YouTube, some Twitch, whatever. Fill my brain. And there were some new trailers that popped up, and I think I thought they looked pretty neat. So we're gonna take a look at them. I'm gonna save the Doom Mario Maker one. We're gonna watch Hyper Light Breaker first. It looks pretty neat. I gotta say, I've never played a Hyper Light. I've never played Hyper Light Drifter. The first one? Crap. I never played the first one. But this one, it looks pretty neat. You can tell it's neat by the way that it is. I was actually thinking about, I'll let it play out and then we'll go back. Very cool design and graphics, which the first game had as well, and it's cool to see that translated in 3D. So you get different characters. Or maybe you can make your own, I don't know. The game looks cool. Oh, sorry. Sorry I interrupted your little... Fall 2023, coming to PlayStation. Here it comes. Should be soon. Or was this uploaded by IGN? Was this not a PlayStation trailer? PlayStation. Oh, I didn't do it. This is the IGN trailer. Anyway, this looks pretty neat. I only heard about it either. Yeah, I didn't play the first game at all. I watched a little bit of like gameplay of it. Thought it was really cool. Wanted to, just never did. Hey, bud. Was that pretty neat? You ready to go to your bed? Oh, you want to go back out there? All right. Iggus has left the world. I only heard about it either. You butchered that sentence. It butchered? We're in this together. Butchered the sentence because we just watched that Nietzsche video. I bet you were channeling your inner like 6-year-old, like, oh, you're a bye year. Never heard of it. Looks quite good. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I've Breath of the Hyperlight, Genshin Hyper Impact. I guess it's got some of those stylings, but if you see the first game, I think you won't feel as much as like, wow, they really just ripped the style off, huh? So I was gonna pull up the first game trailer as well to watch. I just turned down to half speed so we can just like look at things. So yeah, this game looks pretty neat. Oh wait, I've got it slowed down. So I guess I can just, yeah. So I never played the first one. I've seen gameplay of it. It's very Zelda-esque, from what I understood. It's this Metroidvania kind of feel. But as far as I understood in the first one, you only play as one character, and I'm seeing 3 characters. This gal with the tail. There's like a guy in a hood with the cloak. There we go. And then there's like a lion bear person that you'll probably see here in a minute running away from something. They drop something behind them with magic, or they're getting attacked and dodge the. There it is. Foxman? Maybe he's a foxman. The tail says a fox. But this seems like a very cool like evolution from the first game, because the first game was 2D, all pixel art. It had a really cool style to it, and to see that translated into 3D is pretty interesting. And I kind of touched that on that earlier. Is that a Tanuki character? Maybe he kind of looks raccoonish. I was thinking about earlier. I was like, man, how many games have made, or how many franchises have made that jump from 2D to 3D? And like, I that interests me so much, is like how those styles translate, and how you translate a 2D object into 3D, especially like a pixel art object into 3D. And to see something like this where I'm like, oh, I recognize this game, even though it's a completely different game. I'm still like, oh yeah, I know that character and those clothing styles and like the weapons and the specific like neon attributes and the way the fire's drawn and stuff. Like some of these elements remind me of when I watched some of the first game. But yeah, this looks really cool. It looks like the combat's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of interesting visuals, which is like right up my alley. If the environments are cool, like you've kind of got me. You got me. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty neat. It does have a Risk of Rain look to it. Oh, you're saying Risk of Rain made the jump? Maybe I'm just thinking they kind of look similar because they're low poly. But yeah, like that jump from 2D to 3D. You're right. I forgot about that. So yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna stop saying pretty neat. Release date, it says early access is available this fall. So later this year. Yeah. Never mind. As soon as I asked. That's great. So here's a review. Can I just pop this open? So this is the first game, Hyper Light Drifter. I wanted to show this a little bit so you can have some comparison. Like, this was the first game. This is what the game looked like. And to see this versus what we just watched, I just find it's so cool. It's so cool. Turn this back up to full speed. But it has a very cool world, and like it insinuates a lot of like cool world lore and things like that. Like, I can't speak for the quality of it once you're in the game, but to meet all these interesting little characters, and for the combat to also be so tight and interesting and intricate and fast paced and stuff, but then have all these really cool environments and everything. It just, like, I don't know. It's like somebody was a real big fan of Bloodborne. It was like, let's just do that in like cyberspace over here. Cool. But yeah, so this was the first one. And let's go back over and have another look at this one. Risk of Rain-esque visuals on the first one. Yeah, it's very pixel art-y. Infinite open worlds. Like, is this I don't remember the first one being like a roguelike. Are they saying that the second one's gonna be a roguelike? And then I'm seeing 3 specific characters. Are you gonna be able to make your own character? Are we choosing from 3 characters? Are one of these characters the one from the first one? Like, is that the guy or the person from the first one? It looked like it kind of has similar, like the sides of the hair swoop back, and that's kind of why I assumed it was him, because you see like these little pointed ears. But it very well could be the gal as well in the first one. I got no idea. Ooh, what was that in the background? Hold on. Was that one of the giant robots from the first game? Or is that just similar architecture. This like stone structure kind of looks like a couple of eye sockets and a mouth with teeth or something. You see what I'm saying? Kind of reminded me of those big like sentinel things that are in that first shot of the Hyperlight Drifter trailer. Already frame hunting. I mean, when you watch something a few times over, you just start looking at different stuff. And I'm kind of just, I don't know, I'm just pointing out what I see. What I think looks pretty neat. Dude, that dragon's pretty neat. I don't know if you've seen that dragon there, but that dragon, you can tell it's a dragon by the way that it is. And, oh boy. Dude, it's so cool. That's such a cool design. Like the neon swords sticking out of it, but it's like a crown because it's still alive and just like dealing with it. Like those are just giant deal with it shades wrapped around its neck. Also, I love the look of the character's mask. You see it better early on, but her face design is very cool. The character design is really just interesting. I like it. A little squid friend. Ooh, got some food. Oh man, now I'm just gonna get hungry even though I just had breakfast. That just looked really good. Nook finding the deepest. That's right, yeah. I haven't made an explained video in 6 years, but I'm still the lore master. Ooh, wait, hold up. All right, y'all talking about me frame hunting. Here we go. I saw a giant sword. Oh, I just saw another giant sword. Oh, wait. Sentinel? Sentinel head? Are we looking at a sentinel head right there? Is that what we're looking at? Is like the frame from that first game? Oh, that looks so cool, dude. Look at that giant, I love just the landscape. So neat. So this is what I was, yeah, that's what I looked at. That's what I saw in this frame. Because I was looking at that sword in the previous frame. Not that one. There, I was looking at this and I was like, ah, cool. Giant buster sword. And then right there is that sentinel thing in the background. There's so much to look at. Oh my god. It's so neat. Okay. Anyway, pretty game. I like it. I'm looking forward to it. I want to play it. I think I'll have to play the first one though. I do want to play the first one. I like knowing where stuff comes from. Like whenever they would release, when they started releasing Marvel movies and comics or in the theaters, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna read some comics and catch up. Now it's just way too much. But originally I was a person that was like, I'm gonna like immerse myself into this franchise so that I understand every bit of it before I see the new thing. And that's kind of how I feel here. I'm like, I want to get into that. Legend of Zelda Tears of Kingdom explained video win. Give me, I mean, at least like 3 months. Or when does it come out? May? March, April, May? It comes out in May? Yeah, 3 months. At least give me 3 months. Translated well to 3D, just wish there were more sharp lines in the 3D version. So that's the thing about converting like pixel art to 3D, is that everything gets round. Everything has a little bit of a bulge to it. But if you make everything flat, then it looks like Minecraft. And it's like, I feel like it's a hard balance to hit. I feel like they did an okay job. I can't speak too much for the game because I haven't played the first one. But from just looking at the two trailers, like the review clips and then this trailer back to back, it looks like they've done a really good version, a good conversion of it, like a very, like they put their heart into it and did the best they could. Like it looks solid. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the 1% look. Yeah, if you're like nitpicking, you're like, yeah, it could be a little whatever. Yeah, right. Yeah, and I feel that way too. And it's just some of that stuff that you have to let go when stuff's being like translated between like media types or styles and stuff like that. not saying you have to let it go. I'm just like, you know, that's something like we have to deal with, some one way or another. Because like I see that a lot, and you know, when books get translated into movies, or movies get translated into games, or games into movies, or games into shows, or whatever. Like, there's like these details where you're like, oh man, that was the one thing I loved from that. Why didn't they put that thing in? Why doesn't it, you know, whatever. But it's all good. It looks great. It looks fun. It looks pretty neat. Next up, let's take a look. What do you think? Would you rather see something survival based or something nostalgic? Ooh, something survival based or something nostalgic? Let me know, chat. Otherwise, what'd you have for breakfast this morning? It's almost lunchtime. God dang. I feel like I just had breakfast. Yeah, survival had no chance. Like, who cares about survival when nostalgia is an option, right? Absolutely no chance. Nostalgic. Sandwiches and... God, dude, that sounds good. So this is a new game, but it is very similar, or it seems very inspired by Wind Waker. Let's go ahead and take a look, and then I'll try to shut up while it's playing. Minute 16. I just have to shut up for a minute 16. And afterwards we'll talk through it and I can say what I think about it. Alright, here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Crifo, game director on Chia.
Hi.
Let's take a look at the various activities and optional challenges you can find while exploring the open world. If you feel like taking a break from the pressure of saving the archipelago, the game offers many side activities to pass the time. Try to beat the high score at a shooting range, take part in time attack races, either on foot, on boats, or as an animal, or even try to win a diving competition.
Look at all the worlds to
Collectibles
explore!
such as pearls and trinkets can be found all over the islands.
Looks
in
so cool.
exchange for cosmetic items for Chia and her boats,
So colorful.
which can also be won by
Sea
proving
of Thieves is in
on
it.
claw machine.
You got a
Traditional
claw machine?
activities are also available and will help you unlock abilities and improve your power.
It's Wind Waker.
The very
Did I mention
zen
that?
rock balancing minigames let you learn new soul melodies for your ukulele. While sculpting wooden totems is key to unlocking the totem shrine doors and building up your soul meter. And if you want to dive into the underbelly of Chia's world, a long and mysterious treasure hunt awaits. You'll
Look at
have
that
to be
dumb face
observant to
inside the
pinpoint the
chest.
treasure's locations and use Chia's abilities to uncover the chests and the secrets they hide.
I can become crab. I am become crab. March 21st. PlayStation. So yeah, he says it. Hold up. What's he say?
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Crifo, game director on Chia.
Chia. Ignore the T. Chia. Got it. Let's slow her down half speed and look at it. What do you guys think? What do you think about it? I think it's got a really fun design to it, and I actually think that the style and the game itself looks like it's improved a lot since the first time I saw a trailer for this. The first time I saw a trailer for this, I was like, this looks like kind of like a tech demo of somebody who wants to make Wind Waker. The first time I was like, I don't know what content there's going to be, but it does look like it could be fun. Now it actually looks like there's stuff to do. And so I'm like, oh, this looks fun without the whole like, but how much fun is there? Like, I don't know, you can knock over a cart of melons. That seems fun. There's Mirror's Edge in the game. Mirror's Edge is in the game. That seems fun. Wind Waker's in the game. You could be a parrot. You can be an Olympic diver. No, it seems really interesting. It gives me like Wind Waker plus Spider-Man feels, like the Spider-Man PS5 game, PS4 game, because this huge open world, but then all of a sudden you can do these little time attacks, these little stunt things, and like, I don't know, it seems like there's all these little mini games, perfect timing, just like hidden throughout the world to go and enjoy and explore. I don't know what the plot is going to be here. It's probably going to be something sad because it's the only option anymore. You can make these rock towers that park rangers hate. They hate it because like people actually use these things as waypoints, and then just dumb TikTokers come through and build a pile of stones. And they're like, "Look how cute I am," and it's like you're ruining everything. It looks puzzly. I think that's neat. Hate to be cynical, but a lot of games like this end up empty with nothing to do. The amount of mini games worries me about the size of the world, but looks cool otherwise. Exactly. I'm curious about the sales point of this, or the sales price of this game. My worry is that they're gonna overprice it because they've put a lot of hard work into it and feel like it's worth a certain amount. When actually people aren't gonna pay the amount that they're gonna price it at. I'm expecting a $40 price on that. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's all right. I don't know if it's a full price game from what I'm seeing on it. You know what I mean? But there's interesting stuff here. I definitely want to see. Well, right now you're saying about the amount of mini games that are in the world. This video is all about the open world activities, so we could actually go look at other games, you know, or other videos that they've put out about the game, and it might show a little bit more. This one is specifically about activities in the open world, and so they're showing that there are things to do as we're running around. There I go again, not reading. It's all good. It's right at the beginning, and like I didn't even read it either. I didn't like call it out. That's all good. I just realized it. Oh, we got like, what are these, like spam rolls? Am I looking at egg rolls? Man, these trailers are gonna make me hungry. Why? Also, Link's sister is here from Wind Waker. That's like just straight up Link's sister, wearing the lobster shirt and everything, looking out at Windfall Island. Risking your life to throw a melon into a shopping cart, jumping off the top of a building. I enjoy the balls on this kid. Delete the stream, delete the whole thing. So yeah, I think this looks fun. This looks fun. I think it's gonna be a good like chill casual stream game, or something that I might play offline to just like relax, because that's the kind of game it looks like. It just looks like a hey, just tune in, chill out, and you know, look at the pretty colors. Ooh, that's something I didn't realize right there. So they're actually showing you that there's like a market where you can buy outfits. That's what you're looking at. So like they've got a pirate outfit that they show in the next cut, or the next shot. And you got a diver outfit, looks like some streetwear, and like a captain's outfit. So that's pretty neat. If it's spam, that's a nice Hawaii reference. And that's what I was thinking. It's like, it's honestly like they were like, okay, let's make a Wind Waker game. Where do we take it? And then, or where do we set it? And then Moana came out and they were like, holy crap, that's our game. And so they just like, you just take all of the vibes and the influence and throw it into here. Cause that's what I thought about when I first saw this. I was like, oh, it's kind of like Moana the game. I'm also a big fan of like when you can change forms, or like control something else inside of a game. Like you like project your consciousness, or you're like you have a controller in the game controlling something else. It's silly, but like I think that's a really neat aspect, where you can just turn into a freaking parrot. But my question is on that is like, is parrot just for mini games? Can you use parrot in combat? Is it like you get to a specific point on the map, you find the parrot disc on the ground, and then you can interact with the parrot disc to turn into a parrot? Or is it like Ben 10, I can be a parrot whenever I want? You know what I mean? I want to be a parrot, guys. You ever miss the movie games, i.e. straight to DVD movie games? You ever miss the movie straight to DVD movie games? Can you give me an example? What did you use the bird for in Wind Waker? Collecting fruit? Don't you like control a seagull? You can control a seagull. My brain is trying real hard. I'm trying to think of the hundreds of hours of Wind Waker. A barnyard game as well. And Wind Waker. Oh yeah, I mean there's like collecting pigs and stuff. That's like standard run-of-the-mill RPG fetch quest garbage, you know. Overall, I want to play this. I think it looks fun. I don't know the longevity of it, and I'm hesitant about the price of it. Love the style, love the idea. I think there's a lot of promise, and that face on the side of the chest is my new hero. I love him. This guy, he's just so happy. Barnyard, the movie, the game. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know if I ever played any of those. I was a little on the older side for those when those would drop. I would just kind of like ignore them. The schnoz on that guy. Yeah, if you block out the mouth and the, you know, we're not gonna go there. So, yeah, I think Chia looks pretty cool. Oh, what we got here, actually? We got a map game. We got a map from the game. Bring the offerings to God. I'm not gonna be able to read anything in this game, apparently. Jesus, points of interest. Look at this. Is this just Assassin's Creed The Wind Waker? 16 races, 5 diving challenges, 5 shooting ranges, 7 rock balancing, 33 Moana camps? Mandalorian. 33 Mandalorian camps. Braided trinkets, 180. We got Korok problems here. 80 clam pearls, 95 valuable chests. If that's the game, I'm out. Like, this is good guide stuff where I'm like, finding all the points of interest in. But if there's 180 of one item, no, it's a lot. I'm overwhelmed. There's 2 claw machines though. Worth. But there's like the sculpting stands and shrines. Doug, I think you might be onto something where this game's just kind of like a theme park game where you boot it up and go find all the mini games and then you get tired and go home. It looks like there's some interesting, like, again, like it looks like there's places to go and things to see and environment, but I'm worried on the other side of that now of like, what's my motive to play all these little mini games and explore your entire world and all this stuff, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong too. I hope you're so wrong. I hate it when you're right. I don't know what that means. I don't know you personally. I don't think, and if I do, then I'm sorry, I've forgotten who you are. Next, let's look at the one I'm really excited about. This is the one that I clicked on first. You can crab. Map had a crab on it, and it said chink. This looks cool. This looks rad. This is why I clicked on trailers this morning, was because this popped up and I went, what's that mean? That looks pretty neat. It's praying at half speed so it sounds bad. Let's go. I just have to shut up for 3 minutes.
This wasteland is a domain of devious creation. 1,000 shrines to pain and challenge, each built to protect the only resource we have left. But by whom, you ask? by builders, the masterminds of the wastes. They express themselves in stone and steel, raising fortresses to stop any raider foolish enough to enter. But look closer, and you will find that no two builders are exactly alike. Take this example. I call them maze makers. These builders weave their outposts like a loom, spinning labyrinths to torment and confound, luring their prey deeper into the abyss until escape is nigh impossible. Next come the trappers. They are masters of suspense, crafting traps and secret snares. All is quiet until the chaos erupts. An invisible arsenal lurching to life, eviscerating any who covet their oozing horde. Visionaries are a different breed still. Yes, they are artists of the damned, creating beauty only to pervert it. They spawn their brutes and grafted masses. The creatures scatter and surge, fly and fire. A dark legion living only to feed. The Maestros, however, do not yearn for blood so much as to break their opponent's will. These builders are the Wasteland's obsessive geniuses, the creators of its most merciless challenges. Every chamber is a trial of skill and will, each outpost a relentless summit to climb and conquer. If anything, the Maestro would welcome defeat, if only to find an equal, a rightful nemesis, at long, long last an adversary worthy of their dark designs. If only. Yet still there is more. Incinerators, torture chambers, and subterranean tombs, grinding factories and cratered catacombs, blackened voids and ruthless bloody monolith. This isn't a wasteland, no! It's an empire of brutal expression. All is yours to build, all is yours to conquer.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. They got me. They got me with this one. This one looks really cool. There was a game that came out last year before, recent-ish, that it gives me the same feels. Phantom Abyss. Phantom Abyss is this, like, temple runner, first person. There's a bunch of traps. You make it to the end, and that's it. And I really liked it, but that was it. That was it. So now, not only do you get the temple running, I'm escaping traps, I have a goal to achieve in this little temple. The temple was built by somebody else online, and you can go build your own. Plus, the like actual combat and gameplay looks like Doom. Like it feels like Destiny Doom vibes. At least from the small bit you get in this trailer, right? But you're getting some first-person gun action, some crazy like mutant monsters and stuff, and the fact that like the person that builds the temple or the fortress or this labyrinth or whatever they call it can choose where these enemies spawn and everything. Like it's pretty cool. It's just like a level designing, like, I don't know if it'd be like I don't know if masterclass is the right word, but it's like practice for level designing. It's crazy the amount of like these kind of games that are out. Like, I mean, we've had like level mods and people that would like hack in and make their own levels for things, or games that allowed you to do like level creation stuff for a long time. But now like there's so much access to it, and I feel like games like this are like training a new wave of like level designers for the future. So I love the possibilities of the influence they could have on people and like letting their creativity flow. And like this stuff really interests me, where they're just like building towers, and like I can see the building system and how it works, and I'm very interested in playing with that myself, because I like building stuff. We do Legos and stuff like that. I made a game last year, so it's just like I'm into this kind of thing, and the fact that it's got like Destiny and Doom kind of like vibes in the designs and the gameplay and everything. I'm in, man. It looks great. I want to play it. And it says day one release trailer, but it doesn't. I thought that meant that it's out today and here's the trailer, but it doesn't release until April 4th. So I don't know what this means. This play on day. I guess you get it. Oh, PlayStation Plus gets it on day one. Oh, so I'm gonna have this game. Y'all. We're just gonna play it. Cool. All right, cool. I get it. I just get it because I have PlayStation Plus. What was the game that used traversing a whip a lot? That's what. Yep, Phantom Abyss. That's what I was talking about. Not sure if yeah, that's Phantom Abyss. So Phantom Abyss was the game. Let's go look it up. I'll show you why I think it looks so similar. It's a fun one. Really enjoyed it. That is, what is this frame rate? High. Oh, it's because I've got it playing at half speed. That's on me. So yeah, this is Phantom Abyss. Phantom Abyss is running, sliding, whipping, using like dashes and things like that. But that was it. And like, man, I really liked this game. But man, it needed more. It just needed more. It needed like cosmetics, or it needed a level builder or something, but all the levels were randomly generated. And so, I mean, yeah, you've got an infinite selection of building or of mazes to run. And then you're like, you would see other people's ghosts as well. I'm not sure if you're seeing, no, those are just the lighting effects on the stones. I was like, are those like footprints or something? But, yeah, you would see like ghosts of other people running by, so you could see their times as well and see where they died or where they went and all that. But once a temple was completed, it would never be ran again. It'd be destroyed. And so you're running against all these ghosts, and all the ghosts have died in certain ways, and you're hoping that you're the first one to make it to the end of the temple. But every time you play, it's like a random temple, so you don't get to try multiple times at the same temple, if I remember correctly. Like, that's the game. Like, this is the game. It is run, slide, you can whip stuff. Oh, you get extra whips. That was the one thing that you could do, was your whips have different effects. And so you could use them to, you know, traverse ledges and move around and stuff. And then you unlock more whips, and the whips help you complete the game. But then you're like, why am I playing the game? You're like in this conundrum of like, I play the game to get whips, but I'm getting whips to whips. And that's where I got at, where I was like, all right, I'm good. I wish there was more game. It's good. But I do recommend it. I still recommend it. If you got the money for it, throw it down, see it on sale, pick it up. It's a fun game. It's good stuff. Like the controls and the temple running puzzle moment to moment kind of action is my kind of thing, and I dig it. So yeah, this Meet Your Maker, Doom, Mario Maker, Destiny thing, it just looks so cool, and I'm excited to try it out. So that'll be April 4th. This game drops. Oh yeah, it looks so cool. I wish there was a little bit more like gameplay, actual first-person gameplay in this. I'm sure they're still working some things out, maybe debugging some stuff. But it would be nice to see a little bit more other than that. I think like that might be one of the only times we see him shoot something. Oh, like, okay, you see some shots through here. But I'm trying to see if like, how many guns are there? You know, it looks like you get this little like, mechanical blade. I don't know how much of that is customizable. Can you, like when you complete a temple and you get this resource that you're looking for, the little red tube, are you able to use that to unlock maybe more resources for your own buildings, for your own labyrinths and mazes and stuff. Do you get resources from people dying in your labyrinth and your maze? I don't know. But I'm curious if it's going to hit that same end point where I did with Phantom Abyss, where it's like I'm playing the game for whips and I'm getting whips for the game, and I'm getting tired and bored and new game, please. So I hope it doesn't do that. And maybe this like maze maker aspect of the game will be like really integrated and feel natural. That'd be good. I'm worried about the controls on a controller making mazes and stuff. I feel like it's going to be really slow. It's like playing Minecraft with a controller. I think it's just limited. I feel like I can move so much faster and make decisions so much quicker if I'm on mouse and keyboard. So, and I feel that way about first-person shooters, just kind of across the board. So anything where I've got to control a camera directly, it's like, rather not be in the driver's seat for a controller. I think controllers are great for third-person games. That's just a personal aside. Lastly is a game that I haven't played in a bit, but trailer looks pretty neat. So we're gonna do it. Take a look at it. Then we're gonna see if there's anything else that's dropped while we've been hanging out, or anything recently. VR for first person. I love VR. I've got my headset. Right there. Lots of fun. This is a new season or expansion for Conan Age of Exile. If you're into that. I was into this for a while. Maybe be worth a look. Hopping back. Conan's Creed. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Brendan Fraser's the mummy of the game. It's actually Brendan Fraser's the whale of the game. So yeah, I don't know if anybody's played any of the Conan, but I've played a bit. Not. I mean, we did play all through it. I want to say that we played everything that was available. I'm trying to remember how long ago it was, but it's been a minute. That said, this aspect of the game I think is a very smart touch. I like it a lot. So you can build golems, and direct them around to get resources and fight and stuff like that. So there's like a Kelvin vibe from Sons of the Forest to this, where those golems in the back, you can see them, those big statuesque dudes, where you can tell them, hey, go attack this thing, or go harvest this. I'm assuming you can tell it to go harvest like trees and plants and things like that, right? Oh, there you go. So he's chopping down a tree. I love this aspect, that this aspect is coming to survival games. It needed to be implemented so long ago, and I don't know why nobody thought about it. But thank God helpers are being implemented in the survival games, because I hate gathering all the little BS stuff. I just don't care. I just don't care. I want to go either adventure or I want to build. I don't want to pick up rocks. That's what I did when I was like 6. Not for me now. The other thing about the golems I think is very cool is that you don't need to enslave people, which was always a thing that like my friends and I were like, well, here we go again. And just like, you have to, it's just like, this is an aspect of the game. It's okay. It was a cool aspect of the game in the way that the indoctrinated followers would have different stats or different specialties and perks and stuff, and I like that aspect of it. Hate where I'm just going and stealing people and putting them up on a rack of pain until they do my bidding. Not my cup of tea. So the fact that you can make your own like servants, your own little like army and helpers. I mean, look at that. Like, how cool is this? He's got this like temple, or they've got this temple built up, right? And you could kind of see it in that shot, but this one here, on every little outpost, there's like little statue dudes. There's one way off in the distance. Here's one on this corner. Here's one over here on this corner. Like, they're just like guards. Like, you can make your own like fortified base. Like, it's not just I put my house up and hope stuff doesn't destroy it while I'm away. Like, there's, you know, it breathes a little bit more life into, I think, what you're actually creating in the game, without making it feel so like without slaves. You know, I don't want to talk about it. You see the children that yearn for the mines. They play with certain dirt and pick up rocks. The thralls. What's up, Nobby? How you doing, dude? Welcome in. We're looking at some new game trailers this morning. I saw a couple interesting ones, and I wanted to share. You looking good too, by the way. Just so you know, I see you. So there's a whole new style set. I don't know how many style sets have been added to the game since I've played. It's been a minute, like I said earlier, but this style it's very cool. I like it. I like the ornate. It's very nice, whereas used to it's like build a log cabin, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, I'm in a survival game. Like, can you flavor it in any way other than log cabin? So to see new stuff that you can build and create and put up and decorate with, I think is also interesting. I also get to a point with this where I'm like, okay, so what am I building this for? At a certain point, you know, am I getting other players to come through here and try to survive my base? But actually, there is an aspect of the game where you can, I forgot, there's a PvP aspect to this game where if you're on a server, people can come attack you and like get at your stuff. So having the golems there is actually pretty cool. Like, because then, you know, it can protect you from the PvP elements. That's pretty neat. Then yeah, you got your Ezio and Altair tie-in outfits, so you can feel like Assassin's Creed and the Conans. You got Skeletor. He's got a rock from Remnant over here. He's gonna send this gal to another world, stop the root. Yeah, Conan looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like a great expansion on an already good game. I've put a lot of time in the game already, so I'm not sure if I'll be returning to it, but I think if you're into it and you're, you know, then you're obviously gonna like this. This looks fun. I think I could have fun with it too. But once I hit the boss and like build a couple things, I'll be like, I'm good to go. But again, I'm like, ooh, these environments, little cave with some green mist. Ooh, creepy, mysterious. I'm into it. All right. Was there another one? I think that was it. There's Bayonetta Origins, but I'm not a pedophile, so I'm good. Let's keep scrolling, see what else is... See if anything else has popped up here recently. Nintendo's got some Fortnite stuff. Good for them. Good for them. Good for Fortnite, you know? Fortnite, really the underdog of the whole situation. Nintendo of America's banner is the goddamn Bayonetta prequel pedo game that I refuse to play? Nah, man. Get out of here. Bayonetta Origins, Genshin, it's exactly it. That's my Yep. So anyway, yeah, I'm taking a look, see if there's any other trailers. Those are the main ones that I wanted to hit today, though. I thought that they look pretty neat, and I wanted to share them with you. So we made, I wanted to do a little stream. I am hoping to get off this stream and edit this into a video or two. We'll see if that happens. But thanks for hanging out with me when we talked about these. How long was the stream? About an hour. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to add, and I also don't want to just like stretch, but I like hanging out. So what's going on? What do you guys got going on today? Nook knows how to edit. No way. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at my channel. Jeez, there's like nothing going up. Who is this guy? What kind of channel is this? Dead channel. Dead channel. I was actually thinking about making another video to kind of just be like, what's going on? Because it's been I regular uploads haven't been happening for a long time, and I kind of started with the forest here recently. And I'm trying to figure out where my content exists on YouTube now, and like what kind of content I actually want to make, what I enjoy making versus what I enjoy just watching. And I also have to start considering, very seriously, I have to start considering the time that I'm spending sitting down at a computer versus the time that I'm active. I had a little bit of a health scare this weekend. Had a really scary feeling in my chest, and went and got it checked out. And everything's fine. They're like, you're normal, you're completely healthy. And I'm like, why am I in pain? And I've been going to the doctor a lot over the past year, where I've been like, what's wrong with my shoulder? What's wrong with my ribs? What's wrong with my back? What's wrong with my jaw is hurting now? What's wrong with my like breathing? What's wrong with my heart and all this stuff? And the best answer that I've come up with is it's stress. And that I'm way too sedentary. So I'm at a point with my actual life and my time where I need to start spending more time for myself, taking care of myself. And it's really weird to be in this headspace now, because I feel like just a few years ago, I was like advocating for self-care for so many people through stream. Like that was my main thing, was that I was like, go take care of yourself. And I've lost that for some reason somehow, right? And so I'm trying to figure out where that's at and where that exists now. But I don't know if I can sit at my computer for hours on end and make guides and play games and pour over game footage and edit forever. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I physically can do that. So over the next, I mean, I hope it's like the next 10 years of my life, but just going forward, there might be some vloggy stuff. I might start up a second channel that's just about me working out. I might just be posting a lot more to Instagram or something like that. So if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, that's where I'd be. because I'm definitely gonna need the accountability and like the support, because I rely on people. I need people in my life, which is why I'm missing streams, but I don't know what to do with streams right now. And I'm on stream right now. But yeah, so I'm trying to redirect my focus, so that I'm taking more care of myself and not stressing about my channels or my content not doing well or succeeding and stuff like that, because I've literally had physical ramifications for putting those priorities above myself. So if you don't see anything from me for a while, I'm not dead. I just am trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. And if you see a lot of random content, same explanation. So that's where I'm at right now, is I'm just trying to be more active and try to reorganize priorities and things like that. So I hope that you're taking care of yourself as well, because it's just scary what stuff can happen. I think I'm dealing with muscle I'm dealing with an old injury that's like all the muscles are connected in one way or another, right, by other muscles. And so it's like I've got this hip injury where I got hit by a truck a long time ago. And so I've had hip and back injury or pain for a while, and then I started having rib pain, and then I had shoulder pain for a long time, and now I've got neck pain. Now my jaw freaking hurts, and you can draw like this line down to my hip. My shoulder back is moderately fucked from all the sousaphone carrying. Exactly. Yeah. He-Man and I, we both played tuba in high school and grade school and high school, and he played into college too. And so like that thing's heavy. And so I know that like there's long lasting crap from that on top of me smashing my face on a diving board, falling out of a tree and hitting my back on a stump, getting hit by a truck. So trying to prioritize my health and get back to a spot where I'm healthy and happy and energetic, because my energy is just gone. I didn't mean to make this stream into like a downer or anything, but I did want to at least like update you on what's going on with me and like why I'm not around as regularly, or if you're expecting to see a video or a stream or something, why I might not be there. It's because I'm really having to reprioritize some stuff right now. And just thanks for understanding and being here and supporting me anyways. It's cool. So once we had in college, we're 70 pounds. Not a downer. We appreciate the real talk. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that's yeah. I didn't intend for it, but here we are. Just kind of started blabbing. So yeah, like I've got a bunch of forest footage, and I'm like, you got a bunch of forest footage, make your YouTube channel successful, blah 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 blah, do your forest stuff. And I'm like, well, that's gonna take hours and hours of sitting down and voiceover and editing and all this stuff, and I already have to sit down for hours and hours and do editing for Ken, and it's and I don't know, I'm just trying to weigh all of my pros and cons, everything I'm doing, and trying to do the best. Right. So yeah, thanks for coming to hang out today. It's been really cool to have you here. I hope you like the games that are coming out. I'm very excited to play Meet Your Maker. That Mario Maker Doom Destiny thing is like, I think that looks amazing. And then hopefully maybe I can game on stream. We can stream some Hyper Light Drifter at some point. I don't know. That would be like the dream, right? In a perfect world, we would like play the game before the next game comes out. That's what I'd like to be on again, is to be able to play games and just hang out and relax. But it's been really tough here recently. Take care of yourself, bro. Stick to a schedule. Don't beat yourself up when you mess up. Yeah. Thank you, man. Trying for sure. One thing that I've really enjoyed in the past, and I've thought about maybe integrating into my content, is I went to a gym in LA that was probably the first time in my life that I actually started taking care of myself. Where I actually started, like, yeah, actually taking care of myself. And it was a nerd gym. It was called Nerd Strong, and it was just full of fucking nerds, and it was awesome. You knew exactly what you were getting when you got there. It was a bunch of people talking about the latest episode of this, about this game, about playing D&D this weekend, all this, board games, whatever. People from production. I was in LA, so there's people working in studios that were working out there and stuff like that. It's just amazing. And what they would do is they do themed workouts. So it'd be like a themed workout of like fighting a water elemental from D&D, or a themed workout around Independence Day or Alien, or The Hobbit, or whatever. And you would come in and it'd be like somebody would have drawn on the board, and it has this like fun title and everything. You'd see the workout, and like as you're going through the workout, they'd be like, all right, we're doing this because it translates to this idea within like the game or the franchise or the story that we're like celebrating today, like Men in Black or whatever. Like you're doing certain movements to mimic like how it'd be to be in those situations, in those games and movies, and in those franchises that we enjoy. And so that was the whole gym. Like you would come in for that. There was like free gym and stuff like that, but I loved coming in for those themed workouts. And so I say all of that because I need to start planning workouts for myself. I need to start really trying to focus on what I want to achieve at the gym, and health wise. I need to set those goals. And I think part of me getting there is making my workouts interesting, because doing 10 sets of I'm already bored and I don't even want to finish what I was saying. It's just numbers. I don't care. You tell me to like climb stairs for 2 minutes because I'm on the infinite Mario 64 stairwell. I'm in. You got me. I'm hooked. So I like those themed hooks and everything. And I'm hoping that I can do that myself in an enjoyable way. And if I enjoy it myself, I want to share it with people. So maybe you'd see some of that. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be really cringy because everything's going to be like essentially a dad joke that you sweat to, where it's like, it translates to this because of this, and you're like, okay, I get it. I'm a sand person from Star Wars. I get it. With you, I need to find a friend close to me and keep each other accountable. Just do it instead of feeling sorry for myself playing games all day. Cringy, sure, but if it's a net positive, who cares? That's okay. So I'm going to talk about one more thing. And this guy, it's a YouTuber, he started off on TikTok. I found him on TikTok. He is now making YouTube content, YouTube shorts, and he has blown up. I think he's hilarious. He cracks me up. And I want to show him to you guys because, hey, you might enjoy his content. And like, why not? Go enjoy his content. It's great. The other thing is that he made a great video yesterday that like planted a seed. I feel it. I feel it in my brain going like, what can I do with this? The video was actually about making short form content. His name is Big Tucker, Big Tug on the YouTubes there. This guy's fucking hilarious. I love him. I think he's so fun. And in this video, he's talking about like he actually, the front part of this is him reacting to other people's advice about how to grow your channel and stuff. And it's really funny. He's just like, this is bullshit. Don't worry about that. Tucker Lindgren, that's the man. That's the man. He lives in Chicago, and I love Chicago, and I love Tucker Lindgren, and so Chicago is just even better, and he's even better. They bring both. They boost each other up in my mind. Love watching his content. Freaking hilarious. If you ever need an editor, Tucker. But at the end of this, he talks about how he makes his content. He talks about how he thinks about stuff, or how he edits, or about, he's like, I don't know why I've gotten this big. He's serious since the beginning of the year, I think, to now is just like just exploded. And he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Are you kidding me? But one thing he says in this is like, he's like, just, you know, if you have an idea or whatever, get it out, make it. Essentially, he's saying make it, right? But the other aspect of it is he says it's gonna be cringy, and just own it. Is essentially what he says in this. Is just like, own your cringe, just be cringy, and like, it's whatever, like, just put it out there. It's genuine. And that's his actual mom. And he's like, put your pets in the video. Did you notice I started the stream off with Iggy? So I love this guy. I really do. I think he's funny. And he just has some great advice, and that, like, own your cringe, and you saying cringy, sure, but if it's a net positive, who cares? That's like something I'm really trying to hammer into my head right now, is that idea of just like, dude, who the fuck cares? Like, just let it go. And, you know, just, you know, it's all about like being yourself, but it's like the problem's really buried down deep now under 30 some years of trauma and, you know, shit. And so it's like, being myself, I don't know what that looks like anymore. Do that voice again. I don't know. Is this the one that what voice did I do? These things just come out of me, man.
Be yourself.
Is that the one?
Be yourself.
You like that one?
Do you like this one? Does it make you wet?
So yeah, that's the thing. Just owning the cringe, which I think is like a superpower I had back when I was doing a lot more voice acting and things like that, is that I just I didn't care. And I'm trying to get back to that point. It's 1 damn o'clock. Jeez. I gotta take my pills. So I should probably wrap this up. It's perfect time for me to just... Never mind. The boner's gone. So yeah, I gotta go take my afternoon pills. And I feel like I closed this video out 8 times already, and the thing is that I could just like hang out all day. I could just like, whatever, let's just chat, who cares? So I really need to get off the phone. Gotta go back to work. Love the stuff, bro. You got this. Thank you, Doug. Hope you have a great day. It's been good chatting with you. You got this as well. Good, you know, take care of yourself today. Thanks, Navi, He-Man, Ambiborg. Those are the names I remember seeing this morning. If I didn't say your name and you were here, I'm sorry. But I hope to see you all soon, either by me posting a video and responding to you in the comments, or I'll be on screen live doing some stuff. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to just embrace it. So, yeah, have a good time. Have a good time? What are you, going to McDonald's? I'm out. I'm just gonna cut it off. Stream's just gonna end. All right, I'm done. Hope you have a great day. Love you all. Have it your way. Yep.